Good afternoon, everyone. This is another live sections from NewStars migration. This is Victor Lin. It's about the pathway for employee-sponsored visa. We get asked a few questions about that as well. Employee-sponsored visa, a little bit background. Previously, employee-sponsored visa, if you apply for 482 employee-sponsored visa, you'll be able to get 2 years of visa or 4 years of visa. And there are different things, different pathways for different people with different occupations. For example, if your occupation, normally occupation is on a long-term and mid-term one, as for example, software engineering, and you get sponsored, generally that leaves you a pathway for permanent residency. But if your visa is on the short-term one, and that's the case, for example, cafe and restaurant manager or restaurant manager, it does not give you a direct permanent residency pathway, and you can only rely on the visa for working purpose. So you'll be able to get 2 years and 2 years. You'll be able to work on that visa, but it doesn't provide you a particular pathway. So the legislation this time is basically the change is for those people who hold 482 visa, even your occupation is on the short-term one, after satisfying certain criteria, which is for example, you're holding this visa and you've been in Australia for 12 months between 1st of February 2020 and 14 December 2022. Altogether, if you've been living in Australia for 12 months, then and a few other criteria as well, they give you pathways for permanent residency. So basically, it's a great news for those people who used to not have permanent residency pathway, but you are holding 482 visa now. There was a lot of people. There was actually a lot of people, a lot of occupations who do not have permanent residency pathway. If that's applied to your case, happily you are in Australia most of the time and satisfy the criteria, then after certain years of working experience or shortly, if you satisfy the requirements of working experience and English test as well, you can go for the permanent residency. So that's great news for those people. We get asked about what about some people who want to apply for employee sponsor now. So if I want to apply for 482 employee sponsor visa under cafe restaurant manager now, do I guarantee we're going to have a pathway after 3 years? That legislation currently is being unclear about this part, so we have to wait more clarification in the following months. So for those people who already hold 482 visa and even your occupation is a short-term one, that's a pathway for you. But for those one who are about to apply, does that necessarily have a permanent residency pathway? I think there will be more clarifications in the following months, because we all know we kind of get the purpose of this change of legislation. The department is increasing those people and try to bring more people be able to stay in Australia for a longer time. So if you're already sponsored and then you've been working for a certain period of time, why don't I give you permanent residency? But does it really necessarily mean they are actually expanding the eligible occupation for permanent residency pathway? That's probably we have to wait and see. But anyways, great news. Another great news for those 482 visa holders. And when we talk about 482, we do understand if you're holding 482, that gives you some benefits for ACT metrics as well. There's a particular pathway for employer-sponsored visa holders. So if you are holding 482, you don't actually go for the normal stream, and you go for the employer-sponsored stream, less competition. So it's actually both options for you, both benefit for you. They're probably a permanent residency pathway for you, and if that doesn't work, probably you can use your 482 status to go for ACT metrics. So that's another news for those people who are under employer-sponsored stream. If you have any questions, particular questions regarding to your application, you're more than welcome to contact us or visit our office for consultation. Thank you very much.